So you don't know what to do with your Pilates ball. Today we're showing you a few exercises on the ball with all four hamstrings, glutes, and the general hip complex. So grab your ball. Let's go. So I'm assuming you've already warmed up. So warm yourself up. As I've taught you, the basic stuff, roll downs, couple of hamstring stretches, couple of rotations, and let's get you on your back on the mat after your warm up. The feet on top of the ball, lying down on your back. Okay. So heels on the ball, you have your knees bent, you have a gap between the ball and the buttocks. Okay, so flaring the toes, keep that ball. So it's not this version, guys. It is, yeah, heels on top of your ball. You're balancing your ball by using your core. So let's start with a little couple of imprints to neutral pelvis, taking an exhale on an imprint and inhale back to your neutral pelvis. Exhale on an imprint and inhale back to neutral. And we go exhale on imprint 3, getting the back of the leg activated as you do that, the hamstrings into the glutes, belly button sinking to floor, lower back flattening onto the floor. 3, big exhale 4, and back to neutral. Big exhale 5, and back to neutral. Big exhale 6, gently moving back to neutral, rolling through the pelvis as you do that instead of just releasing to the neutral. And we go 9, imprinting and neutral last one. And we go 10, in our fists up. Keep the 90-degree angle on the leg. Your elbows forward, your shoulder blades glide down into the back, feeling that scap connection over there. And we're going to do imprint neutral in that position. Take an exhale, imprint, and inhale back to your neutral, keeping your chest high. Exhale to imprint, and neutral. A little bit harder on the abs, and that's what we want. Try and keep this ball as steady as you possibly can. Exhale 3, and inhale neutral. The other thing to watch for is that you're not dropping your chest as the little bum cheeks lift up, okay? Chest stays high, it remains high, and even higher if you can. You will really feel how you have to use your tummy to do that. Inhale back to neutral, elbows forward. Big exhale. And neutral. And we go, let's do 4 more. Connection through the core. Heavy head into hands, no tension in your neck. And exhale. And last 2. And we go exhale. And back to neutral. And last one, exhale. And back to neutral. Good work. Now we're going to do is we're going to curl up the pelvis. So we're going to go imprint. We're going to roll up through the pelvis as high as we can. Gradually, as we get to the top of our motion, our upper back unfolds onto the floor. And you just touch your back of your head to the floor. Keep the toes away from the ball. Try to get your hips as high as possible and keep that ball steady. The hardest part of staying stable is trying to balance the sides of your body. Connecting, integrating, and then rolling down. So the hardest part is actually keeping stable on that wall. As you start rolling down, try and lift your chest up as soon as you can. Get the best connection through your core. Okay? Core works though. Adding glutes to it. Back to neutral. Imprint. Start peeling that back off the floor, gradually going higher. As you go higher, your back almost gets pushed down to the floor. Use those hamstrings, keep the ball in place, touch the back of the floor, the back of the head on the floor. You can also bring your arms down. If you're very unstable, bring your arms down on the side instead. One vertebra at a time, rolling down through your back, chest floats up. You can keep the arms there on the side as you lift your chest to your base height. So choose what position of your body or your hands you prefer and then stick with that. Okay, back to your neutral. Inhale, big exhale, imprinting, curling the back up. My knees are squeezing together, my feet squeezing, my toes stay flared on the ball. I keep the ball on the same spot on the floor. Try not to push it out. Inhale, and we go exhale. Tip the coccyx up, lay the vertebra of the spine down. As you lay your lower back down, your upper back pops up as high as you can, back to neutral, feeling that engagement in the core. Inhale, exhale, imprint. Keep your chest best height as high as you can for as long as possible. Glutes working, curling up, 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 up. Head dropping down. Inhale, exhale. Roll, roll, roll through your back. Chest comes up, face out. I'm going to do 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Keep the tailbone scooped and roll, roll, roll. Upper body floats down. Neck is free of tension. Keep the ball where it is. Inhale, exhale. As soon as the lower back starts coming down, upper back pops up. Chest stays as high as you can. Let's do 1 more. Inhale, exhale. Rolling through the pelvis all the way up, all the way up, all the way up to the top. Inhale, exhale, rolling down, top back, middle back, lower back. And your best height, keeping that ball steady and up with your chest. Okay, now we're going to straighten our legs out. We're going to roll the spine up like you would do a teaser or teaser prep. So arms come forward, chin towards the chest. You squeeze through your seat. Use the back of the legs, knit the inner seams of the pants, connect that tummy, and roll up into C-shaped spine. Get the stretch in the spine, lift through the seat. Like I always say, levitate, reach the arms forward. You can point your toes as well if you want a little bit more ankle stretching there. Take a breath in, rolling down, scoop belly, 1 vertebra at a time. 1 vertebra at a time, rolling, rolling, rolling. Lots of tummy connection as you go down. Hands palm behind the head. Let's do about 2 more, reaching forward. You can go up to 10 if you're happy to do so on the day. It does give you a bit of extra work through your core, streamlining your motions, stretching through your back, stretching through your hamstrings. So good overall spinal articulation move, abdominal activation, bit of glute activation as you go through that roll down and hands behind the head. And I'm going to do 1 more, chin towards the chest, curl. And all the way into your C-shaped spine. From there, you can release 1 arm overhead. Open that chest, a little bit of a stretch into your upper back and torso. Roll and curl forward. Other side, reach and stretch for the ankle, whichever ankle doesn't matter. And all the way forward, curl. And we go reach, create that connection through the core. And curl, deepen, connect. And other side, reaching up and over. And we go forward with the arms, and then we roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Squeeze the seat, squeeze the inner thighs, lots of time. Lay your vertebra down 1 at a time with control. And relax. Well done. We're going to lift and rub the bum cheeks straight up. So no articulations through the spine. You're going to just load this hamstring, keep the ball steady. So straight back, you're going to lift your hips up. And you've got to be strong to be able to do this right, because we also don't want to pop the ribs out in front. You close the ribs in front, squeeze the seat, keep that back in a straight line. So if I look at you from the side, you want to get your hips, your knees, your shoulders in a similar line. Okay? Not this look. Okay, try that. Now you're going to go drop and lift, drop tailbone, like you're dropping on a hot plate, and you change your mind, you go back up because it's hot, drop and lift. Drop, working through that hamstring connection in the tummy. Arms are helping me on the floor. I'm opening up my neck and shoulders. And 6, glutes and hamstring working. 7, and big breaths. 8, and 9. Last one. And we go 10, and all the way down. Okay, good. You can also do this with a single leg. Lots of hamstrings. So you're going to curl up first, 1 vertebra at a time. Roll down. Much harder than both legs on, because you've got to keep that ball stable. This poor 1 hamstring is working really hard. And we go rolling up, 2, and rolling down. And we're going to do 1 more. Inhale, big exhale, roll up through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. And rolling down. And then you can add some lifts like we did with the previous exercise. Just straight up lift, up and down, and up and down, keeping that ball steady. And 4, 2 more, 5, that's hard. Last one, 6, and we go down. Awesome. Other side. And try the other side there. Okay. Right leg on the ball, left leg up. Again, roll through the spine to get there. Going up, steady ball. This is quite hard. And roll down. And we go rolling up, working that hamstring. See how that ball wobbles as I'm trying to keep that hamstring stable. And we go rolling up and rolling down. Okay, good. 6 straight up lifts, no curling. Through the spine, up and down, loading that hammy. Hips are level, that's important. 4, 2 more, 5. Ooh, last one, 6. And all the way down. Okay, well done. Arms are long on the side. We're going to start again, heels on the ball, gap between the ball and the buttocks. We roll our spine up 1 vertebra at a time. We're going to get these legs to a straight position, parallel legs, then turn them out, then bend the knees, lift the hips, and bring the feet back. Try and keep your balls of your feet away from the ball, okay? If I look at you from the side, I'm looking at as much of a straight line from your knees to your hips to your shoulders and closing the ribs and keeping that as you go, okay? When you start bending your knees, you lift those hips higher instead of just dropping them down. That makes it so much easier for your hamstrings. So keep them up, rotate, lift and squeeze. That's where the glutes work. Lift and squeeze. Okay. I'm going to reverse the movement as well. Okay. Bend first, turn out. Stretch, parallel. Bend first, turn out from the hips. Stretch, parallel. Bend first, turn out. Stretch from the hips. Close the ribs. Last 2 for me. And last one. Out and parallel. And we can roll our spines down 1 vertebra at a time to the floor. Good work. If you did that correctly, you should definitely feel it in your hamstrings, in your glutes. Lots of core work involved because generally in Pilates, we do get the core working. So you start from that solid connection, belly button to spine, working into the legs. I can even feel my inner thighs as well. So yes, that's your little set for your hip complex, your muscles around the hips, glutes, hamstrings, inner thighs, abductors. So all of those, and you should get a good workout. 10 to 12 reps, perfect. I did only 6. I've been training quite hard, so my muscles are tired. And that's what I also like about Pilates is that you can actually just, change it as your body needs it on the day. That's generally how I approach my training in general and in Pilates, that you go with the flow, you see how your body copes, you don't push it beyond its limits for the day, because sometimes overtraining is actually also not worth it, and it doesn't really have extra added benefits to it. Sometimes just listening to your body and doing what you can on the day. The important part is staying active, not staying sedentary. Muscles love motion. Muscles love to move. So if they stay in one position for too long, they get stiff and tired and they atrophy and they're just not happy. So movement is the key, not extreme movement. We don't have to go to extremes. Just the general concept of moving, getting your core strong, getting your back strong. So to support it, if it works for you, let me know. Let me know what other videos you guys want to see. Please subscribe to our channel, and yeah, looking forward to hearing from you.